Hey y'all, it's Amanda with Tap Mom and the Bake Brigade. Hope everybody's had a good Friday evening. It's been a day, I guess. I woke up about 11 something and roamed around here for a little while and got cleaned up because one of my good friends was coming to town to go to a doctor's appointment and wanted me to meet her at Joanne's. You know, Kayla. And so I did that. So I'm gonna cut in here. Oh yeah, I'll have to do some attaching of clips. I met her and Big Daddy up there at the Joanne's, and we walked around. And when I first saw some yarn, I was like, I put all this yarn in my cart, and then I got to thinking something told me to go put it back, so I put it all back. And then when I got home and cooled off, I was like, I wonder if I could get it for a better price if I order it through the app and get the 20% off and pick it up. Sure enough, I got it for a better deal, so I went ahead and got it and went back and picked it up, and then went to Kroger afterwards hungry. I should have never went to Kroger hungry. Kroger is one of our local grocery stores. I don't know if y'all have those where you are, but it's called Kroger. So I did that. But I'm gonna put a little clip in here. Video evidence, I guess, that we were yarn shopping together. And we looked at all the yarn at Joann's, and Joann's probably has more yarn than anyone else in any other yarn store, or store with yarn, I should say, craft store that we have here, Shreveport. Joann's probably has a bigger selection. Albeit very disorganized and discombobulated. It wouldn't pay for me to own that store or manage that store, because that'd be a complete overhaul of how that looks. It looks awful, but there's lots to be looked at, that's for sure. And we looked at most of it. So I'm gonna pause here and insert a little clip. You're not gonna hear any noise because they play music in the store, and I don't want to get a copyright strike. I'm going to remove the sound from the video. So you won't hear any sound. You'll just see me filming Kayla as we're looking at yarn for like 15 seconds or something like that. I just got a brief little clip just to show you, like, hey, this is who I was hanging out with. So I'll insert that here and be right back. Hey there. So as you can see in the cart, I have some of the yarn that I'm going to show you what I ended up ordering and picking up after after going to Kroger. Well, I picked up the yarn first and then went to Kroger. Yeah, spent too much money, but hey, oh well. And then I ate some fried chicken. Oh well, I hadn't eaten fried chicken in quite a while, so I guess I'll be okay. I do follow the recommended diet for my situation, like about 95% of the time, so I don't need any suggestions of what I should be eating. I do eat what I'm supposed to be eating 95% of the time, and I'm human, and we all deserve to treat ourselves from time to time, right? So there's that. Anyway, before I went to meet Kayla and Big Daddy, I went to Walmart, and because I needed tape. I wanted to get tape, and I got this in as well. It didn't come with all these hooks. I think it's supposed to be a pin holder, but I saw a hook holder instead. So that's what I brought it home, because normally I keep all my hooks in this. This is a coffee can, a Folgers coffee can that I covered up with stickers. So there's that. Goodness, what in the world? That's some, I don't know if that's my hair. Yeah, I guess maybe my hair is just acting weird. I thought something was in my hair. Anyway, so I'm just going to leave my scissors in there and then leave my hooks on this table that I have the phone holder on, so y'all can see. But I'm going to show you what yarn I did end up with. Now, my silly self is I was supposed to order the cherry red to go with that variegated, and I ordered the deep red. But that's okay, because I have in cherry red Premier Basics in a tote in there that was generously gifted to me by my friend Cheryl. So I do still have the cherry red color to go to this with this color, so I'm good. So this is Big Twist Value, and let's see what they call this one. They call this Cherry Mix. So let's see, what's our specs here? This is 269 yards, 4.3 ounces, 246 meters, 121 grams. It is a 4-weight. They recommend a 5mm hook and a 5mm knitting needle. Gives you some specs here on how much it takes to make certain items, and of course it's machine washable and dryable. Don't bleach it, don't iron it, that sort of thing. But it's very soft. It's very soft. I got 4 in this color, and this is the deep red in the regular Big Twist Value that has 380 yards. So everything else is pretty much the same, except for this is 380 yards and 6 ounces. But this is deep red, which, as you can tell, is not an exact match for this. But the cherry red that I have in the living room, in a tote in the living room, it's a match to this. So it'll be fine. So I got, and these are the other colors I got. This is, what is this called? Pool Time. Same specs, just a different color. So this is Pool Time, and I got 4 of this one. And this is Sapphire, and I got 4 of this one. So this is for blankets. These are for corner blankets that I'll be making later. So I look forward to that. Look for that on the channel at some point. There's some Will's friends, boys, that she has sons. She has a 12-year-old son and 2 7-year-olds. Yeah, twin 7-year-olds. And so I think they're 7. Yeah, I got bit by a mosquito, so I'm reaching for the, I got bit again. Just in case y'all don't know, then my table got jarred. So if you saw the camera bounce, that was me bumping into it with the bottle. Down here in Louisiana, we get bad mosquitoes, and I sit right here by the back door where they, where we let Theo in and out to. Ooh, I got a scrape on that finger, and I just got it with the alcohol. Anyway, if you happen to get mosquito bit, if you have some rubbing alcohol, and before you scratch the bite really bad, if you'll put some rubbing alcohol on it, it will take that mosquito bite right away, and it'll be like it never was there. It'll go away right away. It takes the itch and everything right out of it. Just so you know, just some plain old rubbing alcohol, and just rub right on that fresh mosquito bite, and it'll take it away. So I don't know what it is about that, but it's worked for me for years. Hopefully, I'm sure everybody's body's different. So if it doesn't work, don't come scream at me, okay? Because everybody's body's different. But yeah, but I also bought this container at Walmart. This little crate. I didn't know why I was buying it until I bought the yarn. It just so happened that all the yarn I bought fits exactly in there. So I guess I bought the crate for the yarn I bought. Go figure. But I got my tape, and I got my new hook holder, and I have been working on Eva's cardigan, the second half of her cardigan that I started. So I've made a little progress with this. And also there was some yarn at Joanne's that I was mooning over. They got some new K&C. Knit and Crochet is their store brand. It's another store brand beside Big Twist. And it's merino. I don't remember the exact name of it, but it's the K&C, and it's 100% merino wool, but it feels very similar to the Malabrigo. Of course, nothing feels like Malabrigo but Malabrigo, but it's similar. It's very similar in softness, and it was very luxurious, very beautiful, but it was 14 something a ball. And there's like I want to say 218 yards per ball. Now if you go online to their app, it's 11 something a ball, but even at 11 something a ball is a bit higher than I'm willing to pay, because I'm wanting a garment out of that yarn, you know, a sweater, a cardigan, or a pullover or something, in which you're going to have to hand wash, of course. Because even though I have scarves, I'm not a huge scarf wearer. I do wear, in the winter, I will wear a hat if I'm going out, you know, or if I'm having a really bad hair day. But yeah, I want some of that yarn. I really do. My concern is that and Joann's has a tendency to discontinue yarn, whether it sells really good or not. They just, I don't know what their decision process is that they decide to do that. But this yarn is brand new, and I'm just concerned that if, you know, that I've found it, and if I don't, when I do have the funds to buy it, if I don't buy enough of it for at least one project, and then I later want more, they're gonna, if they, you know, what if they just up and discontinue it, and then I can't get it in the color I want, or anything, and then, you know, I have a half finished project, you know what I'm saying? So I just know that when I do decide, if I do decide to come, you know, have the funds to do that, then I need to make sure that I buy enough to do at least one project with it. But I try to buy at least 2,000 yards of stuff, of something, especially for garments. I try to have at least 2,000 yards of something, and that's going to be pretty pricey for something that's, you know, even on sale 11 something a ball. And I want to say it was 218 yards per ball. Now they're classifying that as a 2-weight, but when I held it and looked at it, it looked more like a thicker 3-weight. It's not unusual for them to misclassify weights. Now it did, when you stretched it did go, you know, a little thinner and flat, you know, so it doesn't have any oomph to it, any, you know, density to it, because it is merino, you know. This here is sport weight merino, okay? It's pretty thin, but that yarn, that KNC yarn that I was looking at, is much thicker than this, much thicker. And it was, you know, very nice, very, very, very nice yarn. And I will eventually get me some of it, even if all I do is, you know, make a scarf for someone else. Because just being able to play with yarn would be enough for me. Even having it long enough to just work it up into something would be enough for me. So I'm for sure going to get some. So I want to at least have some to play with, to make some, even if I just make something for someone else and give it away or sell it or something like that. I at least want to do that with it, you know. Even though truly I would love enough to make a sweater with it, but I know that that's going to be pricey. So but worth it. More likely it'd be worth it because it's merino wool, but at the same time it's going to come with a price tag too. So I have to weigh that against, you know, other things that are more important in my life, like food, groceries. Now I don't worry about the bills because I pay them straight off the gate. The first part of the month, everything gets paid, rent, utilities, everything gets paid right off the gate. So whatever's left for the rest of the month is regarding food. So I don't worry about bills after the first of the month because they're all paid. So I just worry about buying yarn and buying food. And gas in the van, which I don't go a lot in my van, so a whole tank of gas probably lasts me a whole month, but because I don't go very much. I would probably go more in my van if I had better tires, but I need to replace 3 of the tires on my van, and those tires are not cheap. They're anywhere from $100 to $200 a piece per tire. So yeah, that's not something I'm gonna be able to do for a little while. I could save them for them, but you know, I don't know. I don't know. I am actually putting money back for tires. It may not look like I am, but I am. I do have a savings that I keep adding to, so eventually I'll be able to. But as of now, because I'd like to be making more road trips, I'd like to be able to go and visit Eva and her husband on, at least, a couple of times a month, if, but I don't want to just have to keep borrowing Will's car. He's got a new job now, and he's very happy with this new job. He came home very happy today, and happier than I've seen him in a really long time, and I'm very happy about that. That nothing makes you happy more so than one of your loved ones being happy with their life. You know what I mean? And he's not been happy with his job situation for quite some time. He was so miserable at that other job, and then when his mouth overloaded his you-know-what, and he lost that job. It was a mixed blessing. It did take him another month to find another job, but the job that we did find him turned out to be a blessing from God, because he came home beaming with excitement and happiness that I haven't seen in him in so long. So thank you to those of you that were praying for my son. I really appreciate that very, very much, because he definitely needed it, and he needed this to happen for him. I really, really pray that this is the start of something really wonderful in his life, because he really needs it. He really deserves it. He's a good hard worker, and he has a heart of gold. He really does. And it's good to see something good happen for him after all this not being called back for jobs that he was more than qualified for. That's if you've ever had that happen to you, it's really disheartening when you're qualified for a job that you apply for and then they don't call you. That's rough on a person's psyche. It really is. And so when he just walked in that door, and he answered a few of their questions, and then they hired him on the spot, that put him right back in the right headspace he needed to be in. And then to go in on the first day and have it go so well, and be made feel a part of the team, and just be around people that he felt like shared his views, and had like-minded conversation, and felt like he'd known those people forever, and that's all you could want for someone you love, really. So I'm hoping this is the start of something really beautiful for him, and then maybe this is the job that he works at till he retires. The company has been in business for almost 100 years, family owned. It's wonderful. So they build engines, so he will be tearing down engines and cleaning, category, organizing the parts and cleaning it, and things like that. They build engines. So and apparently some of them are race engines. So that's right up his alley. He likes that kind of thing. He likes performance engines, and anything to do with that type stuff really interests him a lot. So this it's almost like this job was tailor-made for him. So I just happened to be bored and looking at Craigslist. He said, Mom, who looks at Craigslist anymore? I said, I do. I wasn't looking on there for anything specific. I was just having to pull it up because I was bored, and I was just looking at whatever was on there, and I happened to find that job, and I was like, I read the description. I said, this is Will's job right here. So I screenshotted it and texted it to him, and he said, Mama. And I said, I know. And then he went the very next day, and they hired him on the spot. So if that ain't God, I don't know what is. You know what I'm saying? And then he told his friend that his mama found him the job, and she's like, really? And he's like, yeah. And she said, where? And he said, Craigslist. He said, who goes on Craigslist anymore? He said, apparently my mom. So there you have it. It's more, I look at some things just strictly for entertainment value, like the free section on Craigslist. I just like to look at the crazy stuff that people think that other people want for free. They do give away dogs for free a lot of times. They'll be giving away some dog, and then they'll list this dog's attributes, and then they'll list the dog's not so attributes. You know, it tears up this, it does this, it does this. And I'm thinking to myself, well, at least they're honest. And then there's the dude that always posts about wanting foot models. Yeah, he always wants someone to model shoes while he takes pictures, because he has a foot fetish. Well, I don't think he wants pictures of my feet. my poor big toe on my left foot is jacked, so I don't think he wants pictures of my feet. But and then there's people selling stuff, you know, somebody wanting old records or old something. I forget what it was, but it's just interesting to see what people post, you know. I don't respond to any of them. I just happen to go on and read them just for entertainment value. So if you're ever bored and you want to laugh at someone else, go check it out. And if you happen to be one of those poor souls that post on Craigslist, then I'm sorry. No. It's just something to go look at when I'm bored, because I think I might have that. I don't know. I have to ask my mental health doctor when I go. I think I'm supposed to go next week. I think probably the 19th. I'll have to look. One of those days. I'll look it up on the app and find out what day I'm supposed to go. I have my regular doctor's appointment this coming Monday afternoon, and my B12 shot and all that good stuff. But yeah, it was a day. It was good to see Kayla and to walk around yarn shopping with her, and we looked at all the yarn. And of course, maybe she didn't know that Joanne's doesn't do really good clearance sales, because there was some yarn under a sign that clearly said clearance, and originally $4.99 a skein. It was marked down to three something, $3.47 or something like that, and the lady says that is clearance. Me and Kayla just looked at each other and like, no, $2 would have been clearance. This is just barely on sale. No. Joanne's don't know nothing about clearance. They really don't. They need to ask Hobby Lobby what a clearance sale looks like. Or even Michael's does pretty decent when they mark stuff down. $2 and $3. That's a clearance. But hey, you know, maybe that's why they're in chapter 11 or whatever it is, because they don't know how to get move merchandise quick enough. That store was a hot mess, but they still had yarn we liked. I still want that merino yarn. I'll get a few balls of it when I can. I really wanted a sweater quantity of it, but it's just so high. It's just so high. They had some pretty colors. They had one color that really looked a lot like this purple and blue. It looked a lot like this. I almost bought it so that I could use it with this, but I didn't, because it was $14 a ball. I was like, no, don't do that, Amanda. Don't do that. Anyhow, but that's about all I got for y'all tonight. I'm gonna go find something else to eat, because I'm still hungry, because I only ate like one piece of chicken because I felt bad that I was eating fried chicken. So I think I'll just go rinse me up some fruit and eat some fruit, or maybe another piece of chicken. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I did buy me some more lean cuisine meals too, because Kroger has a bigger selection of them than Walmart for some reason. So I bought a whole stack of them. Because there's the perfect meal for me, really. Everything's in its own little tray. You just microwave it and everything's right there. And there's only 3 of them that I like. There's like this chicken teriyaki, this with the noodles, and then there's sesame chicken with noodles, and then there's this herb roasted chicken and with potatoes. That they're just the perfect portion and everything for me. So that's why I like them. I know some people are concerned about the salt content, but I drink a lot of water, and I don't add salt to anything. I don't add salt to anything. I have not added salt to food in so long. I can't even tell you. I stopped doing that, goodness, 2012, I think. I stopped adding salt to my food. So, yeah, I don't add salt to my food anymore. It's just, it's not good for you. Not a lot of salt, especially when you have lymphedema like I do. A lot of salt intake will cause, and being around in the heat will cause my legs to swell, and I'll feel it really quickly. So I'm really conscious of salt intake. A lot of people had concerns about that, but I'm pretty careful with the salt. So it's not like I'm eating 2 or 3 lean cuisines. I'm eating one for dinner or lunch, and then I'll eat something else, for the next meal. So fruit or lunch meat and cheese. I eat very lean lunch meat, which is like smoked turkey and Munster cheese. That a lot of times that's my meal. I'll eat a few slices of each rolled up together, and a lot of times that's what I eat. And I'm getting protein and meat all at the same time. So and I'm staying away from high sodium and all that. So, and high fat at the same time. So I'm managing. And hopefully soon I'll be going. I'll go start doing some exercise. And I'm just not trying to do all that fancy exercising while it's really hot outside. I'll probably wait till the fall when it starts to cool off again, because I'm really hot natured and I will get too hot too quickly. And when you have COPD, you don't want to do that. So anyhow, I love y'all, and so does Jesus. And please, of course, remember to adopt, don't shop. Your best friend could be waiting for you at the shelter or the rescue. And please don't forget to go and leave a comment on my giveaway video if you haven't already. Give it a watch and comment. I'll be drawing a week from this Monday on the 22nd. So please go leave a comment there and get in on that. I look forward to drawing the winner and sending that off to one of you lucky folks. And see y'all next time. Bye now.